Have you ever wondered why just immediately after you thought about relocating to a new city or country, you took up your phone, you went online, just check your notifications maybe on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and you're just scrolling through your news feed, and all of a sudden, boom, an ad pops up before you. Relocation to Canada made easy. Have you ever wondered why it is so? As if the universe knows about your plans? Stick with me. I'll tell you. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Meditate Life podcast with Josh. All right, so let's dive right into the gist for today. Remember, I told you in the last episode of The Power of Imagination that thoughts are not fully formed until they are imagined. Yes. You might say, I just thought about relocating now. I didn't really imagine I was going to be in Ghana. I didn't imagine myself in Canada. But oh yeah, you did. You know, one thing is that when we think about things, we don't know that we are actually imagining them. And that's because we don't actually take, we're not actually conscious about it. So we don't know. Whenever you think about a thing, you're actually imagining at that same instance. You might not have noticed that you're imagining, but you do. You can't think without imagining. Imagination and thoughts go hand in hand. So, let's say you had a simple thought of relocating to a new environment, or maybe picking up a new skill, or maybe meeting with new friends, or one of the things that I know is most common to most people is, let's say, for example, you thought about an old friend and how you want to reach out to them, and all of a sudden someone maybe calls you on phone and talk about that same old friend that you thought about, and you'd be like, yeah, I even thought about that person today. Does that happen to you? Yeah, I know you're smiling right now. I know. Okay, Joshua, stick to the aim. Do you know why this is so? It is because your life will always move in the direction of your imagination. Always. Your life will always move in the direction of your imagination. Let's do this quick activity. What type of an apartment would you love to live in? What type of floor would you want it to have? What type of door or gate would you want it to have? Where would you want the TV to be? Would you want it to be on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side? What would you want? What would you what would be your choice of color for that house? Let's say you have the money to achieve this. Do you know that the house you build is exactly what is in your mind? Do you know? Even if the apartment you got is not exactly what is in your mind, but you have the money, it is only but a matter of time for you to adjust and change everything according to what you have imagined. Do you know why? Because your life will always move in the direction of your imagination. Always. It will always move in the direction of your imagination. Truly, I tell you, your mind is a powerful magnet. A powerful magnet that draws everything it is conscious of to itself. No matter how far and distance whatever you're thinking of, or you imagine, or you desire is, it will always navigate its way to you at the end of the day. So what are you always thinking about? What are your thoughts? What are your desires? What are those things that are constantly in your mind? What are those things that you constantly imagine, be it consciously or unconsciously? Your life will always move in the direction of those thoughts and imagination. What are your thoughts? What do you think of? What do you constantly hold in your head? What do you imagine? I told you, thoughts are not fully formed until they are imagined. So if you're thinking, you're also imagining, they go hand in hand. So what are your thoughts? What are before you? What do you always see about yourself? When you close your eyes, what do you see? What do you see about your life? What do you see about your family? What do you see about your friends, your work environment? What do you see? It is important what you see. There's a whole lot to say on the power of imagination, and I'm so sure even if I should release 10 episodes on this, I'll still not be able to exhaust it. But I think I just need to share maybe just one more episode on this, and I'm done. So next week, I'm going to release another episode on this, but I'm going to tell you how you can build the power of your imagination using your words. Do you know that words paint pictures? Well, join me next week and you know better. But at least, sure you get the jerk. Thank you so much for listening. Not many people got this far. I really do appreciate you. If you're listening to me right now, you're the main MVP. And I love you. Thank you for sticking to this podcast. Thank you for coming back again and again. Please ensure you share, like, and comment on my podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to see you next week. Peace.